Water trap. Shoot a water bomb to bind enemies and mark them with soaked. Hold the LRB to charge and release the LB to set water bombs that bind enemies for a short duration. Launching a charged water bomb will increase the skill's cooldown. Rising tide. Release ocean flow to bind enemies. After releasing the ocean flow, tap the button while in midair to cast a water spear. Ocean flow and water spear can both apply soak to enemies. Decrease enemies attack and immediately trigger all remaining burn damage. Now, one thing I want to say with this, the one guide tip I'm going to necessarily say is I did this in trios, and I'm going to honestly say you can most definitely do a 1v2, but honestly just focus, and because I really didn't necessarily focus up and I got a little bit too overconfident. I do like the water trap because it does bind the enemy, and you necessarily have a chance to get that combo off. And then also with the alt rising tide, I had it perfect right here, perfect, but I botched it. To be honest, I really was like, you know what, I can get them, and to be honest, I really didn't. Honestly, I say just focus up and pay attention. With the next skill we got is Water Trap Trinity. Leap backwards, dropping 3 water bombs at the start of the leap. Temporarily bind the enemies, hit and mark them with soaked. Can be used under attack. Decrease enemies attack and immediately trigger all remaining burn damage. Rising Tide Unchained. Using Water Cui, tap LB to cast water spells that can bind enemies with soak. Cannot bind enemies with the ultimate focus. Soaked decrease enemies attack and immediately trigger all remaining burn damage. Now this would be good as far as in a good combo with Tarka G. If you guys do combo with him, this would, activate the burn damage. But the one thing I do enjoy about Rising Tide Unchained is I do necessarily get an extra health bar. And the one thing I do like about Water Trap Trinity is if it's set in trios and or duos, or sometimes even with this match in solos, you got it to the point to where the enemy can most definitely smack the other 2 water traps that you do have. So one thing in this match, I was trying to chase this guy, and mind you, I did, but we ended up getting a 3rd wheel, and I honestly, I was kind of nervous trying to make sure I get my parries and stuff off. And with this guy, he was very skilled. I'm not gonna necessarily, he was really bad. He was honestly the better player in this round. But see right here, I ended up essentially technically getting a extra health bar. That's how I would treat it. I don't know how other people would necessarily treat. How do you guys treat this skill? But like, to be honest, like this guy, he was doing a lot of damage, and I was trying to get the hell away and trying to see if I can get that, but alas, like, he was on my heels. If you're trying to get away, man, just dip off as best as you can. To me, I don't make the mistakes I've made right here. And this right here, I was trying to be, you know what, let me be that 3rd wheel. Let me just come up. They've been attacking, they've been fighting. I'm like, yeah, let's see if we can get this. Now, one thing is, I do want to know some of your guys' thoughts. How are you guys liking Valda Cui's new moveset? Or, I mean, in a sense, kind of a combo moveset. How do you guys feel? How did this guy show you guys anything, or did you necessarily learn from this or anything of my type of mistakes? Let me know what you have really necessarily done different in this fight. But peace, love, tranquility. Don't let nothing get you guys down. And may the Lord forever be in your guys' favor.